Our guest today is Christine Massey. She is a counseling therapist, and we've heard many times over the years about people receiving talk therapy, but there are other types of mental health treatments out there other than talk therapy, and that's what you're here to talk about. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Same to you. So tell us a little bit about some of these things. We were just talking about EMDR. What is that?
So it's eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. You had mentioned, like how does it work? And we don't really know, but it has been studied and the outcomes are excellent. It is an evidence-based model. It is a best practice model, primarily used for trauma. Another one, and we didn't talk about this prior, but internal family systems is one approach I use a lot.
And what is that?
So the most simple way to describe it is inner child work. There's a lot more to it than that. But it's a non-pathological approach. So we don't say, oh, you're an alcoholic or alcohol is your problem. What we say is alcohol does something that works or has done something that works. Today, maybe not so much. But we kind of peel back these different layers. So what's under that? Depression. What's under that? Anxiety. What's under that? Trauma, often. So it's very, we call it top-down, so there's a cognitive component, and we call it bottom-up because there's a lot of somatic components to it. Where in your body is the trauma located? Where are the emotions located? And it's a systemic approach. So we don't address one thing, like anxiety. We want to look at the whole person, the whole system.
Interesting. Now, one of the other big things that I've been hearing about are the use of psychedelics in treatment. We're talking, I think I've heard psilocybin and ketamine. Tell us more about that. How is that research going?
Tons of research, good outcomes. Right now, any of the Schedule I drug studies have to be through a university or a hospital. You can get into those. You can go on to clinicaltrials.gov, and they can tell you where these are being done and how to get into them. Ketamine is a Schedule III psychoactive substance, so you can actually find a therapist and hopefully a provider, physician that can work together to get you like 3 lozenges of ketamine, and then the 3 of you coordinate what that experience is going to be and your intention. Now,
are these drugs for depression or ADHD or what sorts of?
The ketamine right now is being used for major depressive disorder. Some of the other ones, they're addressing all kinds of things. And again, you can look in to see what kind of clinical trials they're doing, because it does vary. It's not any particular mental situation that they're targeting with these. So,
just give us some examples of the types of mental health disorders that might benefit from that sort of thing.
It's almost like what wouldn't benefit. I mean, they're looking into depression, anxiety, a lot of suicidal type stuff. People have used these to overcome end-of-life issues. People with cancer or,
absolutely fascinating topic. I wish we had more time. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be right back.